How y'all feel out there? Good afternoon. I want to thank y'all for coming here today. Today is a day that will go down in history. I'm here to announce my campaign plans. But I regrettably will not be announcing my plans to run for the President of the United States. I'm sorry. No, on a serious note, I am here today to launch my campaign for the people, Citizen Change. Citizen Change is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization that will educate, motivate, and empower the more than 40 million youth and minority voters, also known as the forgotten ones, who are eligible to vote on November 2nd and who will ultimately decide who will be the next president of the United States of America. That's right. Y'all hear me? For years, politicians have wondered how to get young people and minority voters to the polls. The answer is simple. Listen. Start listening to the people. They're crying out for help. They're crying out for change. Throughout history, people have sacrificed their lives so we can enjoy the freedoms that we have today, including the right to vote. And people are still dying today. People are dying inside because they can't get a proper education and have no hope for their future. People are dying because they are hungry and living in the streets in poverty. People are literally dying because they don't have health care and they're getting turned away from hospitals. How can this happen in America, the richest, most powerful country in the world? It shouldn't. This is a matter of life or death. This election is life or death, which is why Citizen Change has come up with our campaign slogan, Vote or Die. See, when you vote for a president this November, you are putting your life and the lives of your family in the hands of someone else. If I'm scaring you, good, because that's how serious this is. President Bush and Senator Kerry have shared the same dream, to become the president of the United States. With this dream comes a reality and a responsibility that if elected, you must take care of all Americans, minorities, whites, blacks, young people, old people, rich, poor, all religions, all colors, all people. And all people deserve a proper education. All people deserve adequate health care, and all people deserve jobs to feed their families. These are the issues. These are the issues that the people are concerned about. But just as politicians have a responsibility, so do we. We can't hold them accountable if we don't hold ourselves accountable. We have to vote. Because no politician is going to deal with these issues unless they feel your power. And they will not feel you unless you vote. Trust me, neither party has factored your vote into their equation. Neither party thinks you're going to step up and vote. But they are afraid of what will happen if you do. Because then they will be forced to deal with the issues that are important to you. The forgotten ones. Let me repeat, the forgotten ones, the over 40 million youth and minority voters will be the deciding factor on who will be the next president of the United States. Trust me, Citizen Change is going to make sure that the over 40 million youth and minority voters are heard on November 2nd. And we're not just going to talk about it. We've devised a well-thought-out plan to ensure the largest youth and minority voter turnout in the history of the United States. How will we do it? Let's go through the plan. First, we're going to hit the streets. We're going to go into your world. I'm talking to everybody that's up on the, standing up on the wall, all the young men and women. We're going to go to your world. We're going to bring it to you. You are who is important here. It's not about Bush. It's not about Kerry. It's about you. It's about you and your power and the vote and the power that you have in your vote. We're coming into the clubs where you're partying. We're coming to the beaches where you're getting your tan, your fun, your sun on. We'll be in the college campuses with our nationwide street teams motivating you and energizing you with our message. We're going to reach you through the radio airwaves. We're going to utilize all of your favorite on-air personalities. We're going to saturate the marketplace and overwhelm you with our passion and our message. We're going to bring an energy to this election that has never been seen before. The same way we make a Biggie album, a Sean John shirt, or a Spider-Man movie or the Matrix movie hot, We're going to overwhelm you and excite you with the urgency of our message. We will also be utilizing the power of television. We're also coming into your bedrooms, your living rooms, through the power of MTV and BET, the #1 networks for 18 to 34-year-olds, who reach over 85 million people a week. We'll create programming that speaks your language and is about you and makes you understand how important you are and how much power you have in determining who is elected in 2004. MTV and Citizen Change have entered into a unique partnership to collaborate on such shows as Hip Hop and Politics, The Real World, Choose or Lose. We'll be getting together, we'll be doing some unique, diverse PSAs, never been seen before. We're going to educate you, motivate you, and empower the youth and minority voters. We'll also be working with BET, taking over shows like 106 in Park and Access Granted. We're not going to stop there. We've also had Radio 1 and Clear Channel on board, and they have the capability to reach over 100 million people on any given day. I've met a few people in my career, and I'm going to utilize all my relationships to mobilize the power brokers and the cultural leaders in music, film, fashion, and sports. It's been proven that we have the power to make things cool, hot, and sexy, from the clothes we wear to the cars we drive, to the bling we buy. Now we're going to make voting cool. We are the true leaders of today. We are the true leaders of today. With this power comes a lot of responsibility. And I'm proud to say we formed our own coalition of the willing. And it wasn't hard to do. This coalition is an all-star cast that is as diverse as 50 Cent, Leonardo DiCaprio, to Ben Affleck, to Jay-Z, to Ellen DeGeneres, to Queen Latifah, to Mary J. Blige, to Jessica Simpson, to Spike Lee, to Snoop Doggy Dogg, to Ashton Kutcher and Drew Barrymore, just to name a few. The list of our coalition of the willing is over 100 and growing every day. These are the leaders that young Americans aspire to be. These are who they listen to. And they will use their power as trendsetters and cultural leaders to make sure that this community is educated, motivated, and riled up for this election. And it doesn't stop there. For the first time in history, we're going to make politics fashionable. Citizen Change has formed a historical partnership with some of the top designers in the world. Mark Ecko, Tommy Hilfiger, Russell Simmons from Fat Farm, Dame Dash from Rockaway, and of course, Sean John. We've come together to design a t-shirt with a unifying message. Tyson, Lucas, please come out here and show the people what we're talking about. Pause that for a second. I have some superstar models